welcome to our second day. Y ahora, primero, con el refuerzo de la academia, démosle la bienvenida a KRU Visa.
KRU, I mean, they are looking to really set themselves up for success here because, yes, this is a stand-in roster. However, how you play on this stage kind of sets you up for success in the future as well. All these players, they're still hungry. They're here to kind of prove what they can bring in and out of the game. And again, I've solidified a lot of my points about this team.
E os seus oponentes fazendo sua estreia em 2026. Muito barulho pra Fúria!
Furia is here, ready to start their first debut with this brand new roster on kickoff. They are looking to kind of flip the script from the past few years. They want to bring a new identity to the name Furia and just overall get some wins this time. And it would be great to get it in this first match. What I'm looking for is having more of a bit structure. I think it is. And looking at this map pool, I'm really so focused on Fury because a lot of these maps, like for example, Pearl and Breeze, the fate of the Killjoy. I think this comp is really interesting actually for Pearl. There's not a lot of that long kind of utility to take a lot of that space. And looking at this, I do really like this comp. I think we're going to see a lot more trap plays, even flash plays for the Neon. Just
the last ad.
Now Artson over in the corners. Infiltrator goes sliding on forward. He's the first to fall. As backside control for MTA, also shut down from Art. Really nice shots from Furia. I mean, that is clockwork. A flawless opener for Furia.
Also, one of his teammates coming up in Nerve from that same roster as well. And his roles, he plays a ton of this Neon. I think we can expect that on a lot of maps as the Neon on the other side gets shut down by Koala. But I think that he's going to be kind of make or break for this team, how well he can perform on that role. They oftentimes on the attack side like to get him into inserts and start rounds based on him. So definitely the guy to watch with this new Furia.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, you might get to have a little bit more fun on the attack side. On defense, though, I think it's going to be Koala Nation. As the slow walk-up continues out of Furia. Turns away from the flash, but the shots go wide. Governor secures two.
Bit of a disaster for Fury. The flash was good, but it just goes so wrong. I'm not sure if it missed onto Governor or it just turned in time. Nerf will get a kill back, so that's something. But they main control hell.
The question is, how does this mid-fight end up going? EU's here with the Phantom, playing just slow jiggles, and KRU are heading straight into him. Look how low Governor is, too. A real chance now for EU in that corner. Only gets the one as Governor collects his third. Now as they march towards Art here, only the outlined hand, one shot goes wide, and now KRU have full control of this site.
Yeah, and Nerve, the player who is containing him in, is so far away on this rotate. And thanks largely to the heroics of Governor, a great position, and he's going for more.
I still want to see it clean out of KRU, though. There's a couple players on very low HP, but Governor just continuing on. That he has. A good round 3, but now the challenge is going to be overcoming Koala's op. He promised us he wouldn't miss a shot today.
See if he's a liar.
So that's what we're going to be tracking. Right now, Artson, first to go. Come on, Koala! And he's a liar. That's what we learned about him. Koala Nation is full of liars. Yeah, just taking those forward lines for a little extra information. He's still going to fall on away from this. As the stuns, the utility just obliterate him, frankly. It doesn't matter. Nice shot from him. Now needs to turn away from that flash, which he hides back in sight. Some support to come on through, but it doesn't actually matter. It's KRU best them in all of these duels outside of a little spam from EU. Still pushed back into Flower. And Koala with this operator has yet to see an angle.
And this is such a strong post plant now. With a player already towards Art, crossfires on the site, it's tough for Fury to get back in.
A little off angle here from Governor, but now with MTA falling in main, things start to simplify. Good positioning out of Gov again. Clock starting to tick away now, and another shot unable to connect. Should just be the call to come in and save now, and the 1-on-2 is so little time, Koala doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, some fake pressure really from KRU, a fake teleport, but Koala not shying away. Nice shot from him, teleports on out. So now without Governor in the equation, KRU lose one of their key options. Trying to figure out, because there's so many question marks on the map. KRU could be anywhere. They could be in either mains. They could have overwhelmed mid. And Fury, without the guns to really fight it, get caught sleeping a little bit in Art. Still have 3 players over towards A, but I like the movements through mid, pivoting back and forth between crew before looking for this B finish.
30 seconds left.
And that will be where they end. But players still in a position to rotate. Koala, absolutely the man here.
And those rotates are coming in quickly. Alum already here along with Art. What can Koala accomplish? Trying to jump out from the smoke. Koala still completely without a line of sight, so the spike will end up being planted.
Spike planted.
Key thing to note though, EU secured a Phantom. Maybe just play for some players trying to exit from backside, but if this all falls, it could be bad. Nice shot from Koala, as there is simply no time left on the clock. EU's got a gun also to try and save, but Alum with nothing in the bank needs to go down. Oh no, Benji was netted up for a moment, but still will escape back and along. That'll be 3 in a row for crew. Fully aware this might have happened. Need to be very cautious as they get away a little bit on the cross and force that operator back. Oh, Koala. And they go into the jump up with the flash. Nice little 1-2 punch out of the Furia duo.
And now he'll back up, continue to be a problem on this side. There's no cancel options for crew. They have to continue.
As all the utility gets chucked on into backside, Infiltrator slides on forward, but Artson again in this position, just like the pistol round, shuts down these duelists. Makes it real difficult. Although Benji has made it towards backside. Using those smokes in the middle there just to make a mess of things. Really starting to take their time, but now with a chance to try and plant the spike. Crew need a little bit more than a miracle to make something happen in this 2v5 spot. It's not going to happen as Nags drops. Really just a beautiful round, all things considered, out of Furia. That is another flawless. Stars just getting layered as now MTA is going to work his way into the site. Furia are playing fully off of this. You see their own ultimates on both initiators, have those tools ready to go for a quick retake. After allowing crew to take all this space, Spike's gonna go down, and here we go. Null command, Nightfall comes on in. Alum spots a player, and now as more and more util goes down, first crew member has no chance, but the next line does. Oh my word, 3 out of nowhere from Furia. Again, shutting down this B site. Koala back on this line at double doors. See how adventurous he wants to be as so much noise being made into Art. Another one of these flash pop plays as a turn from Alum sets him up for another kill. Good work here, shutting down that early Art aggression. And he has other ideas to continue scouting forward.
Gonna be happy to give up that space in mid, back up anytime you have that numbers advantage, and just look to play your retake 1 for 1. It's good enough for you. Gets a bit more info as
take the opportunity to scout out the site. Value's getting the spike down and getting those extra credits anyways. I think if there's going to be a miracle for crew, it's going to have to come from Benji. Playing in backside right now. Has an opportunity to look for a pick. It's going to be Nags first. That's a nice shot out of him. Evens things up at 2 and 2. But still a couple of sheriffs. Not a whole lot of time left. Nice work out of Benji. And this eco round with a suck on the ground. It's a thrifty round for crew to bring things for a piece.
Let's go! Nice, guys. Let's go!
Nerve the one in that spot right now as Nightfall goes deep, really trying to stall out the retake. Nerve left all on his own as Alum comes sliding into Art. The coverage was not there for a moment. Ends up being traded in the end, but as more kills start to come in from Furia, they're trying to barrel in from Secret. A wall in their way, for the time being an Infiltrator 2 goes on through it, just a 1 for 1. Could have been an opportunity for more, but it's still by so much time as the nanos go down. There's another star on top of it as well. Furia may have taken a little bit too much time. Even with the numbers, the clock continues to wind down. 3 on 1, but it might not matter. Benji needs 1 kill here. Benji needs the planter, and he gets them. There is not time. He clutches up for crew. That time he spends is well earned. Koala, though, back with an operator. Hit with all utility. I mean, the Prowler was like a flashbang in his face. He couldn't see anything.
yeah, greeted to stay around, gets punished for it, and this is suddenly such a difficult round for Furia.
Yeah, the thing is, usually you'd have Art here as well. He was always shutting down that second layer of the approach out of crew. Now Furia forced to retake 4 on 5. And Nerve is a mile away back in mid still.
Yeah, Alum does have still his belt of utility. They have tools, but down numbers with Governor holding this line on the operator.
A lot going to be asked of Alum here. See if he can clear away in backside. It's a nice flash. Artson choosing to do a little bit on his own. Artson takes one. Can he get another? Nerve will be there for it. Even 3-on-3, but his governor switches guns to the operator in backside. And the stall continues to come down from KRU. Artson needs this, needs a little bit more, and he won't be able to find it. Again, Benji for the win.
That's 3 in a row from Benji, winning up at the end. Furia has gone down a player at the start this time. They will take B long, get that embed successfully, and now have pretty quick rotates back towards A.
Oh, well, that's one of your guns down. At the same time, Furia are trying to test the flank. 2 players work down into B. Unfortunately for them, now they only have 1 rifle in the equation. It doesn't matter. Nerve for 2 has given his teammates a shot. And now as Art repositions, and here's those jumps.
Spike planted.
He has a whole lot to play around. The rest of his teammates have spread out around the map. A player unseen by this alarm bot in KRU.
But the double swing coming.
Looking the wrong way as that double swing punishes. And now Alum too, fully spotted out, trying to add massive confusion. We're back to even again. Alum now with a whole lot to be asked. MTA for 3 continues pushing this lead further for KRU. Same time though, I think KRU might want to try and pinch into street. They've got 2 players in mid. Teleport being set up now for MTA to quickly snap back into the site. Scout out all these stars in there. But really, Koala Noob on the operator. Someone to watch. First kill goes his way, and now the fight into street going Furia's way almost entirely. It's a strange one. Spike on the ground as Nightfall crosses up KRU. And now Koala back onto a new line. Good for a second kill.
Can't use that.
So now it's a bit of a standoff as Benji works around on this Lark. He is being watched by Nerve.
And Astra 1v1, but that quickly turns into more players. KRU in a great position to turn around and deal with the flanker.
Not only does Benji need this kill, but he needs more.
Not good for
anything.
it. That was instantaneous out of Nerve. And even if MTA getting the kill, it won't be there. So Furia do scrape together 1 more round at the end. Are we talking Kesnet levels of Lurk? That's what I want to ask after this fight goes down.
High.
Not quite. That teleport went into the same position, but it doesn't matter. Koala wins the fight anyways. It's a 2 for 2 when all is said and done, but
quickly here, they're going to go back towards Art, but there is a player holding. Nags couldn't quite catch the neon, but the turret,
Timmy.
That'll help out.
Oh, that is unfortunate. We thought KRU brought 5 subs. They actually brought a 6th in good old Timothy.
He's going to try and go for a fight here. Needs to. Down 1 in this post plant.
EU waiting right inside the smoke. As it falls, sees 1 player, gets the 2nd. Beautiful work out from him.
Hey, but it's Benji in the clutch. Closed out 3 rounds for KRU.
That is alarming, but with this jump up, this forward play from Fury in the pistol, they secured their 2nd of this game. For a lot of players on this Furia team, chance to reprove themselves, and Alum starts off with a kill. The support behind it, a little bit delayed, but here's EU. Phantom in tow, just chewing away at the health bars. Nice control over mid as well, so all across the map, it is going Furia's way.
And that opens up a nice rotation into B. Koala will have another fight, which he wins. And that'll lock up this anti-eco.
I mean, the biggest thing for Koala, killing the Killjoy, also taking Timothy out of the round. It's a 2-for-1 deal.
You think he's got a chip on his shoulder?
I think after the fist round, mayhaps. All right, we're all tied up now.
He didn't even die to the turret.
They got, well, if you read the screen right, they got 3.
Well, no, but I don't think round 7 was a rifle round.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Mimi, I don't want to count. I don't want to remember. I don't want to do anything. Alum just wants to cut them down. That's a way to kick off a rifle round.
He had a rough first half. That's the Alum you want to see when they're playing these neon comps.
Rotates are in. Keep your eyes on Nags at backside. Has a little bit more support. There's Alum taking down the turret. Still not perfectly simple for Furia. As Spam gets traded back and forth. Benji gets a shot. MTA's there too. Spike yet to be planted. Furia really taking their time for a moment. Art could decide the round. As Nerve steps into that smoke, taken out by Benji. Now KRU have worked all the way back down 5-3. They're the ones with the advantage, but Alum's on for the ace. On his first map on the VCT America stage. Bouncing back after a tough first half. Now he has to find the clutch against Benji, who dominated all first half. pops the ultimate, and Alum finds it for himself. The ace for the new kid on the block. Losing a round they very clearly could have had.
Well, they picked wrong in this one. Went for a 4-strong fight into A main. But B's the destination, and with Nags already dead, it's opened up fully to Furia.
One of the great things about this crew comp is that they do have the very swift rotates with both the Yoru and the Neon. Can ping pong back and forth between those sites very clearly. So they're already here as a beautiful stun from Alum sets up himself and his teammates to wipe the floor with crew. Lights out in this next round, but as he thinks the operator is a shotgun. It doesn't work exactly like that, but can teleport away anyways. Has a nice angle. Good work out from him. And another on Nags that's shutting down the lurk into mid, so that forces Alum to get aggressive, and that is crisp. Finds the head perfectly. Could have had another. Instead, choosing to fall on back into Hall. Set up some cross angles, but now as he's stunned up, an infiltrator shuts him down. It is going to fall apart for Furia in the post plant. Set up a little bit too good as EU. Nearly had a chance, but Nags will shut him down for Crew's first win of the second half. The two players being the duelists as well that can rotate quickly means that the response will be lightning quick.
And well, they don't even need that much time because of the utility, which is now taken away by the ultimate.
Yeah, Nags playing too close versus that null command puts Benji in a miserable position. Look at the unlimited amounts of utility. Bundling these two players back against one another, but it's a nice shot as eventually Artson gets in there for a couple more kills. Rotate has come through from the Neon. Infiltrators just running out into the site. No fear whatsoever. Walls fall down, setting us up for one-on-one. Koala Noob hunting for Koala, takes him down 3 on the round in double digits for Furia.
Brutal for MTA in that one-on-one.
Has an opportunity to punish, but B-site could also be deadly. Good kill out of Koala, but the rest of his team running on into the B-site. His lurk does not matter with this little time left, and the corner play out of Nagsit. Now he's got a rifle in hand.
Are they committing? Are they going?
This is a disaster. Nagsit goes untouched. 10 seconds left on the clock. Koala Noob a mile away. Furia activate the lurk way too slowly and step straight into the stack. It is a disaster. And to make matters even worse, Mimi, Crew didn't have to use any of their ultimates to win it.
Nor did they have any guns to even achieve it.
Awkward position for MTA.
Timing.
Might need to teleport away, and he does it after securing a kill. Governor stuck into this corner, taken on out. But the Flood is already here. Both duelists out of Crew, playing behind the orb in the middle of sight. Can take their time, can look for a little spam. Artson, I think, shot through the wall by the operator. And now with the defense Astral Wall going down, it is so awkward to try and plant this spike. Artson steps away as MTA continues to scout the other side, sees the spike being planted. He's looking for the fight. He wants to go through this. You know he does, and as Furia tried to run away, it is an absolute mess. Another ultimate with the lockdown going through. MTA finds his. Furia having to deal with every single thing in the Crew arsenal. And now with pressure onto the spike, how do you play this? They don't have an Astral Pull on the spike. They have absolutely no chance in the round. Back-to-back Crew take these. We are all tied at 10. What ended up going down there, but it all falls apart. And yet it'll come down to a fight over A main again. Half by for Furia. Spam through that smoke. Crew eviscerate Furia. One more time. Okay, so let's look forward to the next round, because the last time Artson had the null command, they ran over that B site, hit all the members of Crew that were trying to anchor it. So there was no Astra Util, no Killjoy. It looked good for Furia, and they are going to have some more ultimates to stack into in these next few rounds. Ready to shut down this hit with 30 seconds left on the clock. Infiltrator flashed up, chooses his moment to strike, and it is beautiful! Infiltrator for 3. The spike will go down, but Crew are already here, ready to fight. There's a flank starting to activate on the other side. Benji finds another. Perfection out of the Crew anchors, putting Nerve into an impossible spot. Has one pull to play with. Needs to find something first. The tap, the swing, and he is out. Crew on map point.
Okay, Infiltrator.
Furia not out of it just yet. Seeing a couple of stars on the ground go for a shallow knife that spots out nothing. It's just going to be a pop into the site with all 5 players here. No ideas to lurk, no ideas to slow it down. Just a nightfall in EU's back pocket. As the wall sets up for the hit. Furia stalled out on the first wave and shut down goes Artson. This is a mess. 3 players still in backside from KRU. Furia have gone nowhere and Infiltrator is in the midst of everyone. It is over. KRU have done it. The subs have taken map 1.